Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making these inspired by Celeste of A Crafter's Story. Yes, it's using some 2-inch. This is what I've used. You don't have to use 2-inch double-sided tape, but I suppose thicker tape, things like that. So I've used it for different things. I'll show you some things I'm doing on the video as well. Some things I would just show you. You can do them perhaps a lot neater than me. But I don't think it's a problem if it is untidy, because I think it looks amazing. I'm actually very pleased with what I've done. Apart from, you know, I could take a bit more time to do things. Okay, thank you so much. If anybody's given me a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. And anybody who has subscribed to my channel as well, thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing. I'll show you how to do things and what to use. And what I have used, I've not just used tissue paper, I've used other things as well, which is there, so I'll show you what that is. And yeah, and you can just use scraps of tissue paper, because I've got tea, coffee, whatever it is, all over this one, for example. You can't really even tell, but it just adds to the design. Okay, so let's go and I'll show you how to do this. Right then, yeah, so what I've done is got the idea off Celeste from A Crafter's Story, so I've got that in my head, so I remember that. I've done different things to her there, so I'm going to show you some different things. I'm going to obviously link the video because it's amazing. But I've done things like this, which is, well, fairly similar. What I've done is backed some, yeah, okay. I've backed some 2-inch paper, double-sided tape. You can use smaller tape as well if you like, because I've done things like that as well. I did have the word discovery there, but I can't find it anywhere. I took it out. It's really quite nice, quite interesting. So I might have a go at doing that again, I don't know. And then that is actually not tissue paper, because this is all tissue paper. Okay, because I thought, well, I've got loads of tissue paper somewhere, so I could use that. And that's what Celeste was using. She was also tracing things through the through the tissue, and afterwards sticking it onto this and cutting it out, making stickers, which was great, which was a lot of fun. And then I've got things like patterned tissue paper. That's what I've drawn that, doesn't it? I've got patterned tissue paper, and all I did was added some, it's like this originally, without all the marks. I'm actually going to use that. That is amazing. I'm going to use that bit because that's what I obviously got in the way of what I was doing. I'm going to use that on things as well, so that's fine. Yeah, so all the mark makings. And so I've got another idea as well. I think Celeste might like my idea as well, so I'm going to see if she looks. Okay, yes, Celeste is from South Africa and lives in the USA. Yeah, you can tell by the accent. So if you can't tell the accent when she speaks, it's South Africa. It's I think it's very distinct. Here we go. No, it's okay, my son's copying the cat. Right, okay, let me just show you what we do. Right, so I'm going to show we have some yellow. I've got some yellow here. I think I'd like a light coloured one anyway. Oh dear, everything else is falling. So I'm trying to hide the what I was using the other day, because I'm in the middle of making. No, I'm not in the middle of devising a video. So what I do is put your tissue paper down. Now this is brand new tissue paper. I've had it about 2 years. It's not been used. And I thought, what can I use it for? I was actually going to cover, what I was using it for at the time was covering my journal pages, which worked okay, but wasn't brilliant. Just cut a piece off like that. That's what I do. And then you get your bone folder or scissors or something, and then smooth it out. You don't. I think it might look okay wrinkled, but I've just put my right. So I'm using this. It smooths it out really well. Or scissors do. Yeah, so that's good. This is a Teflon. She's at it again. So you just cut that off. Poor lady. Right. Yes, okay. Well, let her in, Alex. She was in here. Alex, let her in. She was in here. Let's come back in. She sat under the table. She was fine. Yes, I know. So here's my other ideas. What I did was, so I did this a regular pattern of those. So you can make your own stencils or use stencils. I might have a go at using a stencil as well. I've got an idea. I've got to find me, oh, I've got 3 colours now. So I found another one. I found another, well, not found another colour. I finally found my purple, so I'm going to use purple, pink and blue to do this. Okay, probably have it on fast because it'd be a bit boring just watching me do there. Oh no, I've done it like that onto 3 too. Right, okay, I don't at the end there. Right, I went wrong at the end there, as you noticed. Haha. Right, okay, so that's fine. That's that sort of thing. I think would make quite a nice little. I think I did it the other day. Where is it? I've got to find this one. I tried it like this. That's with a single one, and that's with that. But I do like that better, so I was trying to achieve that, but I don't think I did. But anyway, let's have a go. I might have a go at putting black around it now, just to see what that looks like. I don't know whether to try the Sharpie, even though Celeste said it does actually run. I've got uni Poscas, but they don't seem to. I'll have to see. Okay, I'm just seeing how this runs. If this runs too much, no. Right there, so that's that one then. That's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like that. I would use that as an edging perhaps or something. I'll cut a piece off, I don't know, because it seems to look like that anyway. You could cut it in half and use half of it, things like that. So and there's another idea I had as well. If you haven't got a one of those, if you haven't got one of the punch, that's the word. Let's do another idea. There you go. Right, so this is what I thought of as well. I did that. That's the single one I used. I thought of tearing holes, so I've torn holes in it, and it works well. Let's have a look. Right, let's get my different colours. Right, okay, I'm going to use 3 colours again. I used that's got a few teas. This is from, it might be coffee actually, from a couple of years ago when I was doing coffee dyed stuff and that. So let's have a go at this. And this time I'm going to try and do it in 3s rather than like I did it before. 2, 3. Oh, that's it. No, I don't need to perhaps put any more colour on. The Sharpie actually doesn't. Sorry about my. What did I say? There's something in the video about my arm intrusion, the intrusion of my arm or something. So about the intrusion of my arm. Right, so it can do things like this, and it looks quite, you know, arty, very arty. This does do something like this on it. You've seen papers printed, and they just look like they've done anything. So this is what I'm doing. This is basically what I'm doing. So anything pink, I'm putting dots around, and then doing that. So that's, I like that. It's a very sort of arty. You'd see that on 12 by 12 paper as well. Anyways, and things like that, wouldn't you? I'm going to just put a little bit of pink on there. Okay, and dots. Okay, and perhaps one here, I don't know. There we go. So that was oh, quite a good one. Right, I'll show you what I did originally. That looks quite nice on that white tissue paper, doesn't it? I don't know why we're using tissue paper for some reason, I don't know. But I've got plenty, so I thought I'd use it. And that's the one I did with just the pink and the blue on. That's Worn Lipstick and what's the other one? Salty Ocean Oxides. Now, if you notice, my Sharpie doesn't, I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. But I did use a Uniposca, and I can't, it's very difficult to draw because it just keeps catching on something. So I thought, well, there's that idea as well, using whites for the, yeah, it looks absolutely so arty, doesn't it? It looks like it's, so that's why I really like that. And obviously I like the, that one. I like that one, that bit the best, even though it did take the longest actually, of that. And then there's that one which looks absolutely fine, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit more regular, not too keen on. That's okay, that's without any black on it. I got the brush rested on that bit, so something, I think, something happened. Right then, I'm going to try something. I don't know if I showed you this one, because I was doing some little flowers. I've put a background, well, I did that background afterwards, stuck the flowers on, it's punches, stuck them on, and then put some patterns around it. That makes a quite nice little strip there. Paper edger, page edger, something like that. Okay, I really like that. I like it on the white better. I don't know. Perhaps I don't. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I do know. Let me just try one more thing. Okay, so I've got this stencil because I'm going to try and do different, just different ones. I'm using the same colours because they're on the brushes. Where are they? Where's the other brush? So I'm just going to start by messing about like this. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so you could do things like that. Why not? I've done different colours, and I must have yellow on the. Oh, yes, I have actually. I can see now. I've got yellow on there, so I've got a bit of green. It comes up a bit greener there. Yeah, so that's quite a good idea as well. You could use those and just cut them off. So basically, your own little washi. It's okay. This was me to tap. I think it must be Alwyn. What she does is she wants you to stroke her, so she bites you. That's a natural what cats do because they like you. Yeah, so they like. I don't think she could have done it hard. It probably made him jump. Right. That's I wondered what it was. I thought, what's crying out? It's nobody outside. Yeah, so that's the sort of thing. That looks a bit out of focus as well. I'm sure you could be neater than me. Okay, so that's, and then I'll just put something. Actually, you could put your flowers there, look, because that's star shaped. The flowers are sort of like star shaped, aren't they? Yeah, so you could put them in those circles. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, just checking you can see, because I'm sometimes showing you things thinking you can see it and you can't. So that's the, yeah, fun things like, yeah, be quite interesting, wouldn't it? And obviously cut bits off and you could put the other bit on there. Yeah, quite a good idea. So that's another idea we could use. I've got some. It's because I'm doing another video and I've got an idea for using those stars. Also hearts. Yeah, things like that. Anything else I haven't told you that I thought? Yeah, the word discovery. I had it down the page. I don't know whether to do that quickly. Because I did say one more, didn't I? I was doing one more. One more. One step beyond. Oh, there's my tape. One step beyond, yeah. Let's do that. Oh no. I've got a hair trapped in there. I've got a hair in there, but I won't be using that bit. So we try and try and get rid of that bit because you don't want to see that, do you? Let's try, or we could do half of it, yeah. I don't know how much we're going to use. See, we could use that bit anyway. You could use that bit, couldn't you, for something like stenciling or something. Right. So what I did was put the word discovery because I thought that was quite a good word for this. So I mean, you can do stencils, can't you? Oh, right. I've discovered that crayons work fine on this. No, I'm laughing because yesterday, I don't know what I did. I was watching one of my videos from ages ago because I was inspired to watch it, and I did something really stupid on it, as usual. So I said logic lessons with Hazel, and I can't stop laughing now. Right, logic lessons. Yeah, you can use. I've got a word stencil. I've got a letter stencil. Got lots of letter stencil. Oh, that's broken. I don't know where that's been. It's so you could put I mean, it might come up a bit big, but it could come up with D, things like that. D. Obviously what you would do is colour it in, that bit there for example, so it looks like a D, not like a, that's what you're supposed to do, by the way, apparently. Yeah, I was told by a friend, oh, perhaps you could do it with these. See, crayons, that is actually an ink tan, so you just watercolour. I don't know if I put watercolour on this, waters on this. What's going on here? Why am I stuck? Told you, things happen. There we go. So that would be, that's quite nice, isn't it? And then you would come along with a thick black pen, wherever one is. Oh no, that's not one. A thick black pen, sorry. Come along with a thick black pen and perhaps outline it to give it a bit of a thing. You could also use a thinner black pen and perhaps put patterns on it, things like that. Yeah, and I did it on that. I did it on the original. It's got lots of different patterns on it and things. I do like that actually. It's quite good, isn't it? But you haven't got a letter thing. Have you seen the way I do blocks? Do blocks for the things, so you can say everything's about the same size, so you would possibly measure it if you want to. I don't have to. Yeah, I think that in here. Right, so so you could just stick that on, couldn't you? Especially if you'd made it a really, really nice design on there. And that could easily, you could cut that out and stick it on. And as I say, if you look at Celeste's video, you'll see a lot more different ideas as well. I'm a detective inspector. Yeah. Right, there we go. Detective inspector. I'm inspecting all your artwork, and I'm not. Right, there we go. Oh gosh, all these interruptions I keep getting. Right, I've only got two other people. It's like I've got an army here, isn't it? Instead of just two other people. But actually somebody came to the door. Right then, that's another member of the family. Right then, so what we've got is, let's see what we've got. We've got all these. So that's the one I've just done on, oh yeah. Right, so I think some of this paper looks really boring. This origami paper, so I thought I could use that. And yes, it works perfectly. So if you've got sort of like a background, you want to use one as a background or something. So I've got pattern, that's the same one, the pattern's under there. I've got crafty finger, don't worry about my crafty thumb. That's sort of, you can see the patterns underneath as well, so that's quite interesting. It'd be interesting to do perhaps something like this as well. I don't know if I would use that as a, because what I got them for was actually covering the other side of the paper. I mean, like double sided. If you want to make it double sided, to make 12 by 12 papers double sided, that's what I got that for. Now I thought I'd show you that example. That is patterned, as I said, tissue paper. This is the same as this. Yeah, no, the same as that's the same as that. Yeah, but I've used a Sharpie. The Sharpie didn't seem to bleed on this, but on Celeste, she says hers does. I don't know if it's different type of tissue paper. The type I've got, I don't know, I just bought from Amazon as a pack of paper, all different colours. So it's and then obviously I've got that idea of sticking, you could stick stickers on and things and embellishments like that. I like them that way up, where they've got the little, because I imagine that's head, 2 arms and 2 legs. So that's what I do. Right, and so obviously, and then use, oh yeah, and there's this one, which is just plain. I did that with a Uniposca. It looks like it's been, I don't know. And I've got different colour because I think I've got different things on it. Oh, that was tea. That was got a bit of coffee splashes. Can you see that? Coffee splashes on it from years ago when I first got the tissue paper. Yes, I've now got a use for the tissue paper. I'm so excited. I could probably think of other things to do as well. So yeah, so that's why I put the word discover originally on the. It's really nice actually. Another piece says, right, okay. So as you can see, you can do a lot better than me. You could do that neatly, for example, take more time. That took me about 5 seconds to do that. So these are just examples and I'm trying to inspire you, and obviously I don't mind at all. And also I think, did I use crayon? Oh no. Oh, that was cool. I think that was using that, and just using it to colour some things in as well. But it did take a long time, so if you've got the patience to do something like that, that would look absolutely amazing. Okay, you've got the patience, dear. Yeah, I haven't got the patience. So that's the sort of thing. Unless I was preparing for another video, that's what I've got for edges as well. But I thought that would make such an amazing little idea, and obviously I'm going to link Celeste's video, because it's got different ideas to what I've done. So that's why we've sort of, I think it's like a compliment to each other there. And if you look at Celeste's channel, it's amazing. She's got just some amazing stuff. She's very inventive and creative, so I think she's going to go a long way, that lady. Hopefully she'll see this and hear my words. Yeah, she's very funny as well. That's another thing she does like. She says, I was listening to it the other day, and she's talking about her coffee was getting cold and she's going to have to nuke it in the microwave. That was hilarious. Right, so that's the sort of thing. So yeah, you'll get that. It's always about coffee though. It's actually coffee and coffee cups. So that's why. And it was Patricia May who introduced me to the channel, because she's talking. She said, "Oh yes, amazing. Using some paper bag handles to make frames." It's, you know, that's the sort of thing we're getting there. That's amazing. Okay, so you want something really arty and unusual, and that's really amazing, and it's fun to watch as well. Yeah, so I thought I'd better tell you. I've just been using, just been trying things out in here, just quickly. Okay, so I've stuck some down there. You can't even tell that's that one, which is the same. And it's just like washi tape. It might be so much of washi tape, but I thought it would get rid of the edge of this. So I thought that was quite interesting. It's quite see-through as well, which is interesting too. And that one not see-through, because that's the origami paper I've used. That one, wherever it is, that origami paper. No, it's not that one. It's the orange. It is orange. No idea where it is, but it's that thing I did the with this background. It's that one. Okay, and then that's the black and white one I did, which has also vanished. Let's see. So that's that one. Sure, it's that way or that way. Oh, it's that way. Now you can see it's taken on that, which is good, because it sort of like blends in a bit better, doesn't it? I've also got a bit crease there, so I didn't put it down very well, but that's fine. I like that. Then I've got nothing under there, did I know? And then I've done some flowers along there. When I forgot I was going to do the middles, because I didn't. What I did was just do the middles a bit more accurately there. Okay, so you can just, it's like washi tape. It's amazing if you want to do your own washi tape as well, but obviously it's less forgiving than washi tape, because you can't take it off and reposition it very well, as you know, as I found out. Right, so that's amazing. Now you could do collages with it as well, couldn't you? I mean, this sort of thing's washi tape, isn't it? So you could do things like that with collage, using that idea. Might do that actually. That's quite a good idea. So we could do that with things like that didn't. I don't think that went brilliantly, but as I say, you could do it neatly. Thank you so much. You've given me a thumbs up lately, and also anybody who has subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. That's now or in the past ever. That's ever. Okay, thumbs up on this video. Thank you. Okay, and so I will say bye, Poppy, now. Okay, bye.